Come along with me into my creepy basement. Just kidding. It is creepy though. Here we are in the basement of the Bluebird Restaurant. It really is creepy. It's not just my Halloween decorations. It's a creepy basement. This room here behind the stairs, we don't use for anything. And you can see why. It's hard to get to. Ceilings are very low. I would say at the tallest, 6 feet. At the lowest, 5 feet. Doesn't seem to be any mouse poop or spiders in here though, which is better than I can say about other places here at the Bluebird. But it is very creepy. Not sure, is this a window or vent? Just a vent? Yeah, I sure wouldn't want to get trapped down here. How about you? No way. Ooh. There's a light bulb, so there must be some way of getting a light in here. Better than a headlight that I got on here. Alright, well that's enough of this room. Let's go on over there to where we store stuff. It's still creepy over here too. I do have quite a bit of holiday decor. Okay, a nice big fan to keep it dry down here. There's a furnace on this side. What do we got? Glass. I don't know what the glass is from. We've got some Christmas decorations. A lot of old stuff. And Cinco de Mayo. Yeah, we like Cinco de Mayo, don't we? What's in the Avengers bag? Oh, it's a dry bag. Oh, and these. I get these at the dollar store, just dress bags for Halloween costumes. They work really good. Oh, looks like a bag of St. Patrick's Day stuff. Okay. Bicycles. Not doing us much good down here, are they? Let's see. Oh, there's Nacho Libre. A friend of ours gave us a wedding gift, a beautiful Trisha romance picture, and he put this poster over top of it thinking he was being funny. And I hodgepodged it on here, and we used it at our Cinco de Mayo parties every year. But he looks like he's not going to be good enough for our parties. More sombreros. I have quite a collection of sombreros. Look at them all. I love them. I get them at the Goodwill thrift stores. Anytime I find them, I buy them. They're great. People like getting pictures with them, and they also make good decorations just hanging them on the wall. Oh, some Christmas stuff. There's a Santa blow up. These old retro lights are pretty cool. I gotta get doing some cleaning in here. There's Santa Claus. We call him Sanchez Claus because he actually got left up at Cinco de Mayo. He was still left up from Christmas, so we put a mustache on him and a sombrero, and actually he was quite festive. And he ended up coming to all the parties. More big Christmas decorations there. The large bulbs for out in the trees. Oh, there's more Christmas Santa Claus with a wreath on his head. Not sure what he's doing. And a dollhouse. This dollhouse was my kid's dollhouse. It went to my brother's house for his kids, and they gave it back to me. I think I'll take it to the cottage. That'd be cool out in the fairy gardens, I think. We'll put some fairies in there for kids to play with. I don't know kids to play with them, but maybe if I have a fairy house, they will come. Pool noodles. My husband thinks I'm funny getting all these pool noodles, but when people close their pools in the fall, they get rid of them, and I collect them up for free, and I'm sure I'll do something spectacular with them. Don't they look like some creepy vines or something? I don't know. That's a tower there that was full of Halloween accessories and makeup, but I had to get rid of it. Oh, some bunnies there for Easter. Oh, there's a wreath out of a dirt bike tire. It looks pretty rough right now, but he was pretty cool in the shop. Oh, there's a little sleigh there that I put out at Christmas time. My parents gave that to me. And welcome to the Halloween room. Outdoor Halloween room. Oh, let's start with that lady right there. She's pretty cool. Okay, so this is Alien Baby Mama here. You can see her on Instagram. I put a good picture of her on. She doesn't have her alien baby in her now. She must have delivered. I change things up from year to year. Everything gets reworked and repainted. Here's some candelabras, which have been redone quite a few times. They've got just battery-operated candles on them. And they look cool. You just put different flowers and stuff on them, depending on what we're doing that year. This is our trick-or-treater eater. And he is also on Instagram that I put a nice picture of him on. Nice picture. I really never took very good pictures, so I've had to really, really dig and try to work it. So he is about, he's a little over 5 feet tall there, and these rebar pieces are his feet. So he goes up a couple more feet, and then the pumpkin goes on his head. That's another almost 2 feet. So he's about 10 feet tall. He's quite impressive. Kids like him. They like to be scared of him. Let's put it that way. Calling him the trick-or-treater eater was quite effective with the kids in the neighborhood. There's Black Cat. Should probably be somewhere else. And some fencing. This fencing I got. One of my favorite shopping days of the year is the day after Halloween. If you ever wonder who are those people that are in line at Spirit Halloween in the parking lot, yeah, that's me. I'm one of them. I've gotten some really awesome deals. I don't think I've paid full price for any of my Halloween stuff. And so much of it we make. Okay, here's cemetery stuff. Of course, tombstones. I threw away a lot of our tombstones when we moved, because once you've seen the same tombstone for a few years, it's really not as effective. But that guy laying down, he's kind of cool. So I kept him. And this guy's cool too. I got him resin at like Home Depot or something, and he's got lights in him and that. But he's cool inside or outside. He'd be nice in a entranceway, I think. This is our cemetery entrance. That's the post with the warning on it. And the metal, this is a cemetery sign. It's got the letters have all been, I don't know what they call that, lasered out. It's a cemetery. Brad welded it in this metal. And these are the posts that go in the top. So when it goes together, it is solid. And he puts rebar in first, and then the pipe slips over the rebar. So it's not going anywhere. In our area in Ontario, come Halloween, I swear it's gorgeous the week before, and I'm putting all this stuff out. And then the night of Halloween, even when I was a kid, you get a Halloween costume. You have to put a winter coat over top of it to go trick-or-treating. Okay, what else do we got in here? This is fun. That box, oh, that's the light that my grave digger, he'd get rigged up so that he was carrying a lantern, of course, in the cemetery. Some other lanterns and some small gargoyles. Here's a zombie from Canadian Tire. Look out there. He was very effective. He was great. I liked him. This Lazy Bones, this is like nothing too spectacular, but when you put all this stuff together, you know, a lot of times it's these pieces, you can get them and you could line them up if you want, like a gallery, or you could work them in and get creative, you know, and tell a story with it. It's all what you do with these things. This possessed wall hanger, I think it's supposed to be like a Regan, right? And I put her in the bathroom one year. It was quite effective. I've got a picture of that on Instagram too. Death Row guy, he's a great example. Like him just on his own, he was cool. But we put him on a cool metal chair with a big piece of mesh metal behind him. And when he hit it, it made a big noise, you know? So it was the setup that you put him with that made him pretty spectacular. pumpkins, metal pumpkins. I love these metal decorations because they're so thin to store. And then when you put them out, you get such great effect with them. So I've got quite a few of those. This is one of my milk jug heads. And I'll, here, let me turn him over so you can see. I don't even know why he's sitting like that. As you can see, it's a milk jug. You can see the bottom there. And I'd use a heat gun. And I stick him onto a resin skull. And use the heat gun, and it would take the shape, and then I let it cool off and peel it off. And I had quite a few of these. And I think on Instagram I show what I did with them and how I did it too. There's the gravedigger's head. He goes on PVC pipe and that, and then we dress him up in some old coveralls. You know, witch. That was my mother's witch. It was on her porch and it fell and broke. And I've done some neat stuff with it. There's more costumes in here. Why is this costume here? This is like my good costume. Oh, I gotta get some work done in here. That is a Reaper's head. It was also a big PVC pipe shape with a cloak. So he had a big hood on, and then he had the big, I don't know, what do you call them? A sai? The big knife. He was pretty cool too in the cemetery. Another of the pumpkins. Oh, it looks like there's a bunch behind there too. Is there a bunch behind? Yeah. These lanterns. Oh, Brad surprised me with these. He got these on Marketplace. They're brass. They've got these amber glass pieces on the side. So they really, when they light up, they're a really nice glow. And he put them in the cemetery. Put them on the house. We put them in the trees. It was a really beautiful effect. And what am I scratching on here? Oh, this is a, at one time I had a corkscrew hazel in my garden, and it died. Although I did harvest when I trimmed it for a few years. I'd keep the branches because they're so beautiful. It's all dusty right now, but I've been able to do some really cool stuff with it. Lots of bins. I don't know what's in all the bins. These skulls. Oh, let me see. This is really hard with not having a light in here. I apologize. Makes it creepier, but it's kind of hard. These are just cheap plastic skulls. I think I have 3 of them. I don't know where the third one is. But I don't know, the paint job or something on them is really great effect. These guys are pretty cool too. If you ever get any of these to put on your house, climbing dead, I don't know, what do they call that? Mort? Grim? I don't know. I have done, when we did pirate theme, I put pirate stuff on them. We did Carnival and I put clown wigs on them, and they just were really effective. It worked really great. Fog machines. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Oh, here's the skeletons. Skeletons in the basement. Look, I got quite a few of them, don't I? That's freaking creepy, isn't it? What's the matter with me? So the pretty blue in the middle is actually a skeleton mermaid that I made out of milk jugs. All of it's out of milk jugs. So is the pirate behind him. These are, the pirate was on the front of, we put him on the pirate ship, and she was on the front of the pirate ship. So yeah, they're like pieces of milk jug that I made. I did the skull and then the body, and I sliced it to make ribs. Used it was like saran wrap that I used to do the corpsing. It was a roll of stuff that we used for around bricks. I had quite a bit of it. You know, you gotta use what you have. But look at, see his guts? I think they turned out really good. And then I love the way I brought the blue and the red like together, you know, just a bit. And then it goes into the red and then back to the blue for her shells there. I thought it looked like shells. She's hard to see all of her in the dust here, but I'm hoping she'll clean up, and we'll put her down at the water or something. Of course, I didn't make this guy here. He's got eyeballs that light up. He was kind of cool. I'd put him inside most of the time. The other ones I put in different places outside. They're cool. And here's my mummy. This was one of the first props that I made, and it's like a paper mache. It's mostly full of newspaper and wrapped with Curlex gauze. You see the base on it. I just cover that with leaves. And I think what I remember the most about this is we had a little friend that was afraid to come to Halloween party. So I was talking to his mom, and well, maybe if he comes over and he sees me doing it and realizes it's not all real, it's we're just making things up, right? So I had this guy, and I was touching him up with some paint and some glue hodgepodge, and he didn't even get to the door of the shop, and he slightly saw this guy and took off running. That was it. So that's what I remember about him. Of course, little guy's not so little anymore, so but I'm not doing the Halloween parties and that like I was. Okay, well, thanks for stopping by my creepy basement here with all my Halloween stuff. I've really enjoyed being nostalgic and going over all these things. It's tough for me not being able to decorate for Halloween like I used to, but I'm really enjoying my memories, and hope to be able to do it again. Thanks. Oh wait, before you go, I got another basement. Let's go check that out next, hey? Okay, we got another basement in the house down in that basement. So let's go check it out. Okay, this is one of the mysteries at the Bluebird, in the utility room down here in the basement. There is a hole. What the heck do you think that's for? Dun dun dun.